Hey folks, Derek here, the Whatever Guy, because whatever me. Do you folks want to know why American Shaman and a bunch of other CBD companies got dinged by the FDA? You guys stick around, man. I'll talk to you guys about that. As you guys know, man, my name's Eric. I am the Whatever Guy, and I usually shoot videos 3 or 4 days a week, basically keeping you guys updated in the world of Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, hemp cannabis, just what's going on in our niche. And having said that, man, I'm reading an article, and there's an article moving around, Marijuana Moment, NJ Biz Daily, talking about the fact that American Shaman, one of the bigger CBD companies in America, getting dinged by the FDA. And for those of you that aren't aware, for many, many years, people that are brands of CBD products and stuff like that have always had a problem with marketing and advertising and letting people know and getting the word out with marketing the CBD products, cannabis products in general, especially with the Delta 8 and the Delta 9. As we move forward, there's a lot of pitfalls that go into that. And it's simply because we just don't have any regulation, no hard set of rules. As you guys know, I'm in the CBD space. I'm in the Delta 8 space. And right now, even myself, someone that is in this, doing it all the time, I've got a 30-day ban on Facebook simply because I posted something about CBD. And that's where the loss comes in back and forth. And what's happening is that in the past, CBD brands in and of themselves were trying to pitch a product that was basically competing with opioids that with the opioids could give you relief right now. Whereas CBD is something that you would take, and it takes probably 21 to 30 days for the phytocannabinoids to get out in your system, start working in the cannabinoid system to start giving you the relief. So in the past, they've always had this argument that CBD is much better and obviously more natural of an effect and of a dose of a prescription or of a benefit than, say, anything else out on the market, especially with opioids, with the fact that you can get hooked on. And so we fall forward to the minor cannabinoid space, and that's where the Delta 8, Delta 9, and everything that you can extract from the hemp plant comes in. And those products were able to get CBD across the line. They were able to give CBD a way to compete with opioids that were giving you the effect right now, whereas opposed to CBD in the past, and in and of itself was taking 21 days before you could ever get any type of relief. And what was happening was most people would take CBD thinking that they would get immediate relief. They wouldn't get the immediate relief. And maybe about 14 days into it, they would just give up on CBD altogether and go back to opioids and these prescription drugs. Now, having said that, talking about the pitfalls of advertising, talking about how to get CBD across the line so that you can, more people can benefit from the product. But having said that, like I said, there's no rules where the FDA. The FDA is not setting any rules. There's really no rules, and so one post this week might you might get by for several months as far as advertising goes, and then just one day, like me, you might get flabbergasted for 30 days off of Facebook. You might be in Facebook jail for 30 days. Now, having said that, CBD companies have found other ways to get around those and make these products that are more make them more appealing to people like you and I. And having said that, what they've done is they've gone down a road of advertising, or putting products in, CBD products in products that are mostly ingested or advertised to kids. And so we fall over to this article from over at NJ Biz Daily, and we're going to take a look at it so you guys can check it out. It says FDA dings the American Shaman and 4 others for illegally selling CBD. Now, the illegally selling CBD guys, not that they just popped up one day and started selling CBD. That in and of itself is not illegal. However, the illegal selling of products containing cannabinol, including national powerhouse American Shaman, were putting products in, or putting CBD or applying Delta 8 and stuff like that to products that were like Skittles and like Rice Krispie treats and all these, these things that kids would see and want to get their hands on. So I'm going to read you guys this article, and it tells you why American Shaman was flagged and why 4 other companies. American Shaman is the main one, but 4 other companies were deemed. But American Shaman is the one that's got to stand up and basically answer to this accusation. And if they don't, what they're going to find is down the road within their 300 stores in the United States, what will happen is they want to go in and seize all of these products and confiscate these products and basically make them, pay some sort of fine for marketing to children. It says U.S. Food and Drug Administration flagged 5 companies for illegally selling products containing cannabidiol, including national CBD powerhouse American Shaman. Warning letters were also sent to 11 brands, naturally infused, CBDFX, and infusions. That's infusions with a Z, guys. You can see this article, by the way, over at MJ Biz Daily by typing into the search bar American Shaman. The FDA singled out American Shaman, which says it has more than 300 store locations across the United States for selling candies that would be attractive to children. There again, guys, everybody in the market is doing this right now. And this is something that we need to start paying very close attention to, because what you're going to find is, even if you're just a store owner out there that is selling a Rice Krispie treat with Delta-8 in it, this could affect you. So you need to pay attention to what's going on. And we need to start doing some sort of proactive talks with someone in the FDA before FDA regulations come forward, so that we can set down some rules that we are not advertising to children. It says they are basically being dinged for selling candies that would be attractive to children. These companies are selling CBD containing products that people may confuse for traditional foods or beverages, which may result in unintentional consumption or overconsumption of CBD. CBD containing products and forms that are appealing to children, such as gummies, hard candies, and cookies, are especially concerning. The FDA gave the companies 15 days to respond to the FDA with their reasoning for why the products are legal or face seizures and fines. Okay. When the 2018 Farm Bill was passed, the FDA was charged with setting regulations governing CBD. The agency has not yet done so and is under fire for its inaction. So basically, the FDA is going to deem, or is in a process of figuring out what is going on with American Shaman, all the while we're not having any set standard of rules that we can apply to. That goes across the board, guys. Like, there is no standard set of rules. Like you could, even with the marketing, you could post a post today and it could stay up for a month. And you could post the same post tomorrow, and that post may have something in it to trigger the algorithm or whatever the case is, and you're going to find yourself basically being rejected. And it's the same thing with the FDA. There is no set standard of rules. And so we just really don't have any way. And every company, every CBD company out there, Delta-8 company, Delta-9 cannabis company, we are all just walking on one with an axle that one of the wheels is always out of balance. Like we have one side that we think we know is standard, and we get on the other side, and you just find out that wheel is just falling off in places that you just don't understand. Same thing with the FDA. The FDA has no regulations. They have no set standard of rules. So these companies out there, like the ones that I work for, the ones that I rep for, and other companies that I'm very good friends with, have no way of knowing what the set of rules is any day or time. Even someone like me that's been in the game for a while, that puts a lot of content out on the internet, I have no clue day to day which one of my posts is going to trigger the algorithm and lock me out of a Facebook, say, for 30 days, or for LinkedIn for 30 days, or Twitter, or even have your account just banned outright completely, like I did on a much bigger channel that I had on YouTube. As you guys know, do me a favor, like and subscribe down there, because I did have a much bigger channel than I have now. And as it stands, YouTube was nice enough to delete that channel for me based on rules that is a moving line. There is no set standard of rules that go by. Out of the 700 videos I had up in a year and a half, I figured they would have deemed me long before that, but they didn't. It says, in the meantime, existing FDA regulations ban all products containing CBD, though the agency appears most worried about CBD-infused food and beverages, as well as products marketed with claims of medical benefits. That's another thing, guys. We can tell you that CBD is going to help you with this, and we can tell you that CBD is going to help you with that, but we can never say that CBD is going to solve it for you, because we cannot make any medical claims or claim that it's going to give you any medical benefits on the other side. The FDA has a strict ban on that, and that's where we stand right now. The FDA regularly sends public warning letters to companies who run afoul of existing federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act on what additives are allowed in products and under what claims products can be marketed. So, guys, if you're a brand out there, if you're a company out there like the companies that I work with, if you're someone out there that has these type of products in your store, you might want to think about rethinking that, or at least getting to a point where we're not, you don't have products that are appealing to kids. And that's basically what the issue is here, guys, is that most of these companies out there, and a lot of the products that I love that have Delta-8 in them, that have Delta-9, that have the CBD in them, are these Rice Krispie treats, are these Skittles, are these caramels, are the chocolates, and all of those things could be construed as we are marketing to children or making them appealing to children. And when a child gets their hands on one of those products, it is obviously a bad thing on the other side. and sometimes affects them in ways that is not good for this industry. So having said that, I hope everybody takes this little bit of news that I've given you with a little bit of grain of salt, and I hope that it will help you rethink the way your company is advertising. And if you're a brand out there, you should be very aware of this. If they can ding American Shaman, there are a plethora of companies out there that are much, much smaller than American Shaman, and that obviously, if they were to come in your store and confiscate everything that you had, would probably put a ding in your company that would not allow you to, to proceed in the future with your business. It is to the benefit of your employees and the people that you work with and your consumers that you take note of this and give it some sort of, like I said, grain of salt, and start thinking about ways that we can lobby and get to the point where we can get some FDA rules that are a standard set of rules, and then that would maybe help us in the future as far as marketing goes on these other platforms as it becomes more acceptable in the future. All right, folks, whatever got signing off. We're having a great week, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys are sticking around for that Rice Krispie treat we're going to be eating in a couple of days. And I obviously have a crap load of other products to check out. All right, folks, whatever got signing off. I'll talk to you later. Love you. See ya.